Hello, Jesse Good here. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Marvel Superheroes Spider-Man Homecoming ATM Heist Battle set. This has 3 minifigures, 185 pieces, retails for $20 in the United States. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. Here is Spider-Man, and he has the web slinging pieces, which are just power blasts, and you could just push that, and they shoot out like that. It's a pretty fun play feature. I like it better than the super jumper. That one was terrible. Now the design of this is actually different from the Civil War design, and we'll see that side by side in a minute. But yeah, it's nice to get a dual molded leg piece inside a $20 set, which is becoming a little bit more common. Now, which Spidey is which? Well, this one's the Homecoming one, and this one is the Civil War one. You can see they're super similar, but this one actually has a different suit design, just with that symbol in the middle, and a little bit different kind of corners on these designs on each side. It's super hard to see with that. And then on the arms, there are a little bit more noticeable differences where the actual design right here, you could see, is just a little bit more pointing up with that part right there, and also there's another break at the bottom. It's very minuscule differences. Now the back's super noticeable, where you can see the designs of the Spider-Man logo are just bigger and differently designed. I mean, this is really stuff that I guess fanboys will only notice, but it's still cool to get a new version for these Homecoming sets. Here's the second minifigure, the Masked Robber #1, which this guy has a Captain America mask, and the design for his torso is actually a really good torso print that came in the Knight Rider set from LEGO Dimensions. Now the back facial print right here shows kind of a bruised, beat up face. I like that. I think that's a good, useful design. And he does come with this little gun right here, which has a sticker on it. I'm not sure what that means though, DODC. Somebody probably knows what that means if you're a comic fan or something. And then this side right here is a little bit different. That was actually a stud shooter up here where you can shoot out studs just like that. And this guy right here uses a Lego City Robber torso, and the design for his mask is based off the Hulk, which I really like. Also like how he has Finn's hair, which is always nice to get. And you got some nice back torso printing right there. And his back face is even better than the last one, where he has a little bandage on it. Quite comical. Now his gun right here is not really a gun, but more of a chain. I like how they use this translucent purple version of the chain. I think that looks pretty cool. This isn't really supposed to attach to anything. It's just supposed to give the illustration that he's pulling out the ATM machines with it. But the ATM machines are just supposed to be pushed yourself, and you'll see one of them has a pretty bad play feature. But we'll get to that later in the video. So for the builds of the set, we have this motorcycle and the bank itself. So here's the bank, and this side right here has a little web on it. It's just a little bit hard to see with the brightness. And the design of this bank is pretty cool with some of the stickers used. I like this little ATM card sticker. I like the bank sign, which is across 2 different tiles. I also like the 3 cracks in the glass. And that glass can actually be pushed out by pushing down on this part right here, and it kind of flies out. It's a play feature that we've seen before, but it's never in too many small sets, so I do like getting it in a small set like this. There's also this little fire hydrant right here and a full door that you could open up, so I like all of that. Now this can be opened up right in the middle right here, where they even have a little panel. I like how it's fully covered as a build. They even have a panel on that side as well. Now this part right here is really where you put the minifigure, so there's not too much on these studs or anything. I do like this smoky black kind of 1x1 circular tile, which is nice to get. So far so good, right? Well, there's one part that I really don't like of the set, and we're getting there. This part's fine, which is this ATM right here. And you can see that there's 3 bank stickers, and there's also 2 stickers for the ATM keypads. Now you just kind of push this out, and the ATM flies out. It seems like my money already fell out, but they do give 3 $100 bills. You can see that little stickered part right here. And those are just the same ones that they've been using since Lego Town. You could easily put them back here if you like, and you can see the little print right there. Those are always nice to get. And you can just put the ATM machine back. This is it, the worst part of the set. Really man, I was so happy with the set until I got to this part. It's a play feature, okay? And it's really not the biggest deal, but it doesn't work as well as it should. So this part right here is a little switch, and you're supposed to push down on that, and then the play feature is that the ATM kind of opens halfway, and the dollar bills are supposed to fly out. Well, it's so close to the ground that sometimes the little switch gets stuck. Now other times, I think I gotta reposition it like this. It only opens that far because it is so close to the ground. Now if you open it up or like kind of raising it a little bit, the little dollar bills don't fall out. And sometimes when you raise it, just like right now, this has happened many times before, the bottom part just breaks off because it's only held by this one kind of, what is it called? A 1x4 plate that has the two studs on one side, and in the middle it's kind of like a tile area. So you can't really raise it, or else you're going to just push that off with the amount of force you're using. It's a terrible play feature in my opinion. It should work better than it does, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. I think they should have built it just a little bit stronger. Let's try one more time. It's kind of a waste. I really don't like it. So yeah, that really messes up the set for me because I love the set other than that. But when you have a faulty play feature in a set, it takes away from it because, you know, it's like LEGO should be putting their best into these. Now, the design for this up here I don't really like as well. I wish they would have kind of covered it up a little bit more because they just kind of leave these studs open and then they kind of cover up the sides. It looks a little bit awkward. That's not too big of a deal, and I really appreciate how they actually covered up the whole sides of the design. I like that because I thought it was just going to be a wall with the back open. But yeah, it's that play feature, man. They really should have fixed that. But that's it for the bank itself. Now let's go on to the little motorcycle. So here's a motorcycle. Now it's a good build, but I wish they would have included a kickstand because these villains have really heavy weapons. So it's hard to make them stand up while they're holding the weapons, kind of like how they show it on the box. So you see they just kind of fall over. I don't know why they didn't include the kickstand right there. Now it's nice to get this green frame, even though it's appeared in some LEGO City sets, and also these gold rims, which are cool as well. Now if you don't buy LEGO City, this is good because, you know, this piece usually just appears in LEGO City. So that's it for now for this build, and let's go into the box and the final verdict. Here's the front of the box and the back. I also like the side art design, which shows Spider-Man in this nice LEGO version. The instructions are actually pretty thick, and on the back they do have some nice advertisements for some of the new sets, like Thor Ragnarok, which I just haven't seen me express my opinion on. Maybe I'll do a thoughts video on those because there's some high-res pictures out there. There is a comic book included. This side has Spider-Man Homecoming, and this side has Thor Ragnarok. You could see the Thor Ragnarok thing even says June 2017. I don't know why they didn't just release these in the United States in June. For some reason, it's only in Europe in June, and we're getting these in August, the Thor Ragnarok sets. Either way, the design inside the comic book is whatever. I mean, I don't really like these anymore. I never liked them in the first place, actually. They do have some nice artwork, though. I like seeing LEGO artwork. Then this side right here has Thor Ragnarok, which, yada yada, nothing we really haven't seen before. So overall, people may be like, you're so mad at the play feature. Why is that such a big deal to you? And I'll tell you why. There's two reasons. First off, the play feature is something that will attract kids to buy the set. I mean, you know, the kids want to play around with it, and when you have a faulty play feature, that could just be disappointing to them, and I don't like that. And the second thing is, they take so much effort into the play feature by using a lot of pieces, so that's really ranking up the piece count, and they could have spent that making it a more complete build, because build as it is almost like near completion, but there's some parts missing, like these little parts being open with the studs. I wish they would have covered that up with some tiles or continued this little plate build. It would have looked a lot better in my opinion. And so it just kind of feels like it's a waste when you have a play feature that doesn't work. So that's why it's such a big deal to me. Now, there's some little flaws, like that little back area that seems uncovered and awkward, and the fact that there's no kickstand to the motorcycle. Those aren't major deals, and also the fact that I guess there's two sets that have the same Spider-Man in it, and they're only like $20 apart in both fairly cheap sets. I would have liked if one of them had an exclusive one, but I can't fault it too hard on that stuff. It's just really the play feature that's the main flaw of the set. But all that considered, it's still a great looking build. I mean, the bank is fun to open, it's fun to put in like a LEGO City, and it's a full-on complete build that I really don't see too often. Even in LEGO City, you don't have a back area that's kind of closed off, and this one is closed off. I like the minifigures as well, which will attract the teen and adult audience, so this is a set that spans different generations. And there's some great stickers in here as well, which is something I don't say too often. So I'll rate this set a B. I think it's a good set for $20. It's just that play feature is one of the major flaws of the set, because it's so disappointing to see LEGO put to play features that just doesn't work, or doesn't work as well as it should. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.